Welcome to
No fucking filter.
It'll be fun.
We'd love to talk to you about jpegmini. Jpegmini is a powerful image and video optimization tool designed to help you save storage space and reduce costs without sacrificing image quality. Whether you're a photographer, designer, or content creator, jpegmini ensures your images remain stunning while being efficiently compressed. Cut storage and costs, automatically reduce image and 4K video file sizes by up to 80% to save space and lower costs. Maintain high quality, share, print, and save images that look exactly like the originals with no quality loss. Quick and easy, drag and drop images for fast, efficient batch processing with our user-friendly app. Boost productivity, spend less time managing large files with seamless integration into Photoshop, Lightroom, and Capture One via jpegmini Suite. Visit www.jpegmini.com and use our code NFFPOD20 for 20% off your purchase for the first 50 listeners.
Hi.
Hi,
How's it going?
it's going. How's it going with you?
Yeah, it's going. It's that time of year.
You're leaving for Mexico in 2 days.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
A little overwhelmed and a little stressed, but we're hanging in there.
Yeah.
How are you doing with your editing?
It's going.
This is a morbid, like just not morbid, but this is such a sad intro. Oh my
a
God.
sad intro. We've been so busy. I was away. I was in Portugal for a conference.
Yeah.
And then I came home and we did Bridal Expo right away. And now you're leaving and then you get back
And then
we're
we're
going to Vancouver
both
for ARC.
leaving. Yeah.
And
It's wild.
then it's like mini session time for Christmas.
It doesn't stop.
Every day I'm like, today I'm going to get caught up. And at this point, I don't see that ever really happening for me.
I totally agree.
I'm happy. I manifested being busy all year round. But now real busy.
Manifestation works, guys.
Yeah, it really does. We actually decided that we need an assistant. So if anyone's listening that wants to be our assistant,
No,
we
you
need
want to know
you.
what's really funny is at the beginning of the season, I was like, oh my gosh, right, I forgot to find an assistant during slow season when I had the time. And then I posted something. I got bombarded by all these emails and DMs, like overwhelming. And I was just getting into like prepping for my wedding. So I was like,
So you left them all on red? All these people that wanted to help you?
So as soon as they hear this, they're going to be back in the team.
You could have a team of people helping you right now.
Yeah, even McKenna said that she would handle my emails for me, but
I feel like she's really
Deb,
busy.
like honestly, so many people have been like,
I know.
wow, you really suck
I think
at
we
emails,
need
so.
an official assistant though.
Yeah,
one
no,
for
we
the
do.
pod, and then
We
we'll
do.
share them
Yes.
the rest of the time.
Yeah, the pod is growing, and
next
we
year have so many exciting things, you guys, happening with the pod. Some of them are not official yet, so we can't really say, but we've been meeting some really great people and companies.
And we're headed out to ARC, which is going to be a really great opportunity to have some people on the pod.
Yeah.
Little hint.
Yeah.
But what are we? We got totally
slightly went on a tangent there.
What are we talking about today?
We are talking about family photos.
Yes.
Yes.
Which I think is a great topic, because we've experienced a lot of different things.
Yeah, for whatever reason, fall. Some like TikTok mom or whatever, Instagram mom in like 2000 wore a sweater and made fall family photos a thing. So every fall we get bombarded by family photos, and it's kind of become family photo season, like right after wedding season. So
yeah, it kind of piles on.
Yeah, that's what we're editing, because we both shoot family photos as well as weddings. How many did you do this year? Do you know?
I have no idea. Have you been counting?
You have one today.
I know. I have one later.
I don't know exactly how many I've done, but a lot. I
in
don't
the
know,
last
maybe like
week,
15 or something.
like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's kinda over now. It's too cold for the
Yeah.
kids to be outside,
Yeah.
so I am excited just for it to calm down.
Yeah.
But family photos are really important.
They are.
Why, Lisa? Why are they
Well,
important?
let me tell you. I think there's a few reasons why family photos are important. Obviously, kids don't stay kids forever.
Mhm.
They grow up.
They grow super fast too. Like,
They
I
really
don't
do.
have them, but, like,
Yeah.
watching, like,
Yeah.
and seeing them every year, I'm like, "Whoa, this is crazy."
Yeah, we're both really lucky to have kind of families that we've taken photos of for years. I'm so lucky. I have some who's like I photographed their engagement, their wedding, their maternity, their newborn, and now their family sessions every year, which is like honestly
Amazing.
the biggest honor that they keep hiring me. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, they just seeing them every year, they grow so much. So I think being able to get professional photos to like document your family during those times is pretty amazing.
Totally.
Yeah. And also, I kind of look at family photos as like an investment. Like,
Mhm.
you might not love them right now because the kids were crazy or whatever, but someday they're going to be so special and you'll cherish them.
Yeah, like, it kinda brings us back to the old school printing them out, putting them in an album.
Mhm.
At least I grew up always looking through the albums, and that's kinda why I started
Well,
photography
because you had
initially.
like albums with modeling photos of
No,
yourself.
no, the thing was, I was the last, so I barely had
Mm.
any baby pictures, I barely had any
Yeah.
kid photos, and there's lots of chunks missing. I feel like for me, it was so wonderful to, like, kinda see something that I never saw. So, like,
Hmm.
my sister growing up or, like, my mom's past, like, those are,
Hmm.
like, so cool to, like, explore and go through, and that's
Hmm.
exactly what
They
these
become
today
part of your
are.
family legacy, really.
Exactly.
Like, and once those moments happen or those little stages with kids happen, they're gone.
Right.
So if you don't take photos of it, they're gone
Also,
forever.
not to go, like, super morbid, but you really got me on the true crime lately. That's all I
Finally,
can think of.
welcome.
Yeah, that's all I can think about lately. No, but you never know
Yeah,
what's about to happen,
it's
right?
true.
Like, and really taking it in each year, like, I
Mhm,
think that's so important. And, like, obviously it gets to a point where, the kids are at a certain age where it's just not quite the same or,
mhm.
like, eh, they're almost out of the house or I don't know. Like, when would you say is, like, kinda when family photos should slow down? Because like, the kids obviously stop growing
Mhm.
rapidly, right?
I think never.
Never. Every
I
year.
do a lot with, like yeah,
Okay.
like, adult kids and their families, because
I
yeah,
love that.
like you said, they just families keep moving along, so
Yeah.
if no one's documenting it, especially now with phones, I feel like
Mm.
people have all these pictures on their phone, but they're only on one person's phone, they never go anywhere, so then they're sort of lost. So paying for a session, having a professional
Mhm.
photographer kind of, motivates you to, like, print them or make an
Mhm.
album or hang them on your wall.
Also, like, going back to, like, investment, it's anyone has a phone, like you were saying.
Mhm,
Anyone can, like, set up a tripod or they can snap a photo of the family, but a lot of the time, one person is always behind the
mhm,
phone.
mhm.
So, one person is always left out and doesn't really get those family
Should we
photos,
say
which
who it
is
usually is? It's usually the mom. The mom's
Yeah.
usually the one taking that burden on and
Mhm.
documenting the family,
Mhm.
and then there's no photos with mom in them.
Yeah.
So
Which is why I think generally we see moms, like, more pushing and organizing the family photos as
mhm,
well and booking them in and stuff because, they want to be in the photos,
mhm,
and I think it's well worth the investment, and, like, you can set up a tripod, you can get a selfie, but it's so different
mhm.
than actually getting professional photos taken.
I don't think when your kids are grown up, you're gonna be like, "Damn, we should have saved that 600
No.
bucks, not got these family photos." I
Yeah.
think you love even the craziest ones of your kids when
Totally.
they're older when you're older.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, now the biggest question, how do you get good family photos? We have some tips.
Yes. And I
Mhm.
feel like the main one is to really go into it with like letting the kids kind of lead.
Mhm.
Let them do their thing, let them be who they are, and like the having an activity or, having someone play with trucks or something, and that's something he's enjoying, like then there you go, like let that happen, and that's a
Mhm.
cute moment to capture. But trying to kind of control the situation and just getting those sitting and looking photos. And that's the difference in the
Mhm.
generation too. I feel like growing up, that's all we knew.
Yeah, like the Sears portrait.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all we knew. Times have changed.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah,
you?
I should have brought some out because I have some really
Sears
amazing
portraits
ones. Oh,
of
yeah.
you? Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
every
amazing.
year, me and my sister would wear matching outfits.
Okay, we need to exchange
Yeah,
how
maybe
to
we'll take a photo after or something. Yeah, I'm definitely go pretty documentary for
Mm,
my family shoots, and I'm always preaching like just let kids be kids. Don't have a plan. We will get one photo of everyone looking at the camera,
yeah.
I promise. But I found it a lot actually this year where it's typically the mom, sorry moms, I'm calling you out, that are like fussing over the kids, straightening their
Mm,
clothes, saying, "Oh,
mhm.
smile, smile." And I'm like, "Okay, just take a beat. The
Yeah.
kids are cute no matter what they're doing." But then there will be like a really cute photo of the whole family goofing around playing, and the mom's like stressy or her
Right.
face looks I'm like, just
And
calm down. You're stressing me out.
instead of
Just
being in the
relax.
moment with the
Yeah.
kids laughing, she's pulled away, focused on
Yeah. And
making
I
sure
have
it
to
looks good.
scrap these cute photos of the kids
Yeah.
because she's in there like straightening their shirt or whatever.
There's a really cool feature in Lightroom. It's actually called crop. So you just crop her
We
out. No,
want
I'm
mom
just
in
kidding.
there.
No, I know.
Yeah, I think everyone's just gotta relax a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the best. And like this is new though too, right? Like,
Mhm.
and I feel like extended family sessions will kind of see it a bit more posed because
Mhm.
it's like
Yeah,
the
it's harder to be
older.
candid with like a group of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, time and place for everything. When do you usually do like the smiling looking at the photo camera or like photo?
Um, I try to get it right away so that we
Same.
can just
Yep.
relax and have fun and run
Exactly. We've
around.
got it.
Mhm.
Now it's just time to
I kind
just
of feed off the kids though.
Mhm.
The kids are might not know me from last year, right? So
Right.
some kids it takes a while to warm up and they're playing a bit shy or they're like showing off and running around and making crazy faces at me. And usually the mom or the dad's like apologizing, being like, "Oh, I'm sorry, they're crazy right now." I'm like, "It's okay. Like I love
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Just let them just relax, let it flow."
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to apologize to us because we
No.
see it all the time,
Yeah.
honestly. So if you're hiring someone, they
No.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think just that's probably the biggest tip is just like relax,
Mhm.
have fun. Don't worry if things are not perfect
Mhm.
because it really
Mhm.
doesn't life's not perfect. Your kids are not looking like
No.
little child models every day,
No.
so don't even worry about it.
That kind of goes on to another topic, which is mini sessions, just
Mhm.
because I feel like for newborns and stuff, you are just there kind of working with the baby, right? Like
Mhm.
they're the boss, right?
Yeah.
They're crying, you're waiting, you're like
Mhm.
let them feed or get sleepy or whatever the case may be. But working in a mini session type of scenario where you have a time restraint is like super, super difficult, which
Yeah.
I understand a lot of people want for family photos every year. They want the mini sessions, in
The
which
amount of emails I get saying, "Hi, I'm would like to book a mini session." And I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't do that."
but they're good for like say okay, we're both hosting mini sessions for Christmas.
Mhm.
That being said, they're 15-20 minutes, whatever, a session. That those in that circumstance, in the mini sessions, you are not capturing candid photos. I
Mm-mm.
will just tell everyone
Yeah.
that. That's
And you're
not an
getting very
expectation.
few
You're
images.
getting few images. You are realistically just getting a looking at the camera, smiling photo
Mhm.
for a Christmas card.
Yeah.
That's what you're getting, right?
Yeah.
And it goes back into investment again, right? Like
Mhm.
hiring a professional photographer for a full session, you get what you pay for, right? You get those really amazing moments that unfold that
Yeah.
you wouldn't get in a mini sessions.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, like we said, we get to know families and kids, and over the years, they feel more comfortable with us. And that's just not going to happen in 15 or 20
Mhm.
minutes. Kids are wild. There's like a lot of excitement getting everyone out the door.
Mm,
So, yeah, in 15 minutes, we just can't get
no.
those sweet moments.
That being said, please book us for our mini sessions.
We both still have room left.
They're good for Christmas cards, you know? And
Yeah, I call them that, Christmas card sessions.
yeah,
Because, like,
exactly.
yeah.
They are really.
But someone somewhere started this phenomenon of mini sessions.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of photographers doing it. And I talk to a lot of our friends that just do families, and they feel like obligated to offer mini sessions, and they all hate it. And I'm like, don't do don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's really, they're tough. It's the same amount of work,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think, to
Well,
do a mini session.
yeah, exactly, right? But it also, I think it gets, I don't know if you feel this way, but it gets a few new faces in the door
Yeah.
for future. And maybe they're always going to be a mini session client, or maybe it turns into something else. But
I think that's the thing. It's like once you pay, some of these people out there, I'm not going to call out any names, are doing them for like $150, $200,
Right.
like
Well,
newer people that are starting, which is great for them. But those clients should expect to get what they pay for. And
right.
mine cost a lot more than that.
It's, I think everyone, like, those are people that are starting out, maybe?
Mhm.
Or are you seeing like some seasoned?
Yeah, I see them come across, and
Oh,
I'm like,
wow.
how is
Yeah.
this
Well,
making you any money?
yeah, it's a
Crazy.
tough one. You really have to make sure that there's the enough clientele, I guess, right? Because it is worth it for us. Like, if we're like booking out a studio and we're going to book like 15 sessions all in one day, it's worth it for us to offer these to our clients.
Yeah.
But if you were to do a mini session and get 2 bookings and have to pay for a studio, it does not make sense, right?
I
So
think that's why I, like, am so triggered when I get an email, like, with the expectation, like, I would like to book a mini session.
yeah,
I'm like,
they're
you
not
don't get
offered.
to just tell me to come spend 15 minutes with you, that I have to drive across town to
No.
the place you wanna go. Like, that's
Exactly.
not how it works.
That's not a mini session.
No, mini sessions are typically booked on
Back
one
to
day,
back.
back to back, all in the same spot. We make everyone come to us
Mhm.
so that we're not driving, spending our money. Because at the end of the day, once we drive there,
Mhm.
spend time in the car both ways just to do one mini session, we've lost money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we're so passionate about mini
I
sessions.
know,
That
which
should
I
be
feel
like a whole other
getting mad here. Need a drink.
that should be a whole other episode. I feel like we touched on this in a like an early NFF podcast episode.
Yeah, we did. Anyway,
But yeah, okay, back
mini
in
sessions aside, let's bring this train back on
yeah,
the track.
sorry, we totally derailed there.
Any other tips to get good? I feel like I have so many
Yeah.
with tips to get good family photos.
Yeah.
What time of year?
Well, I feel like you got to answer this one because I am kind of like year round, honestly.
Yeah. I wish it was more year round. I try to encourage that all year. I'm like, it's a nice day. Let's everyone go take family photos. But yeah, like we said, fall has become kind of a thing. Summer is beautiful, but we kind of talked about this before. The thing with summer is that the best time to do it is just before sunset, which can be really late. So if you have little kids, it's tough to do those in summer.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like, obviously we live in Alberta. It's very cold here, but studios are popping up more and more in Calgary, and they're more accessible. They have more options. They're really, really cute option for young families that like
I love to do them in clients' homes too.
yeah.
It's so cool, I think, to then have those photos in your family of what your home was. The
Yeah.
kids can be like, "Oh, remember my room?" Like all those cool things
That's
they're
what-
shooting in the home. I mean, that comes with a
love
little
that.
disclaimer. You have to have nice light. Your
Yeah.
home has to be clean.
Yes.
We've definitely both done newborn or family sessions in homes that we walk into and we're like,
yeah.
"Oh, sweet Jesus." Like, don't have us over and you haven't cleaned and you have,
No.
like, shit
No.
everywhere.
That's a fine line. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, like, we can work our magic to an extent, but yeah, we definitely need like some wall space, some light, some like
Mhm.
if you have a couch or a nice setup, like
Yep.
that'll work. But yeah,
A
with
nice
like
yard.
yeah, exactly. And I
Mhm.
love that you said that because that extra little sentimental touch to
Yeah,
those
I think
photos.
that's my favorite is doing them in nice homes. And nice doesn't have to mean, like, big and fancy and
No.
expensive, it just has to mean, like, clean
Yes.
with good light
Yes.
and, like, maybe you are good at decor.
All we need is a good window, right?
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
And if you are like maybe, you have dark walls or, maybe it doesn't quite work, studios are
Yeah.
rapidly available. So
Yeah.
feel free to
Make the
book
call,
any
book that
like
studio.
January, February, March, April. We would
Mhm.
love any and all family sessions to happen during that time, right?
Yeah, and you'll get your photos faster.
Yeah.
'Cause those fall photos are not coming in hot.
No.
They are taking a while because
Yeah.
we're still editing weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the thick of it right now.
Yeah, we both are.
Yeah. Okay.
Some other tips from me, and you can kind of weigh in. Um, we'll talk about outfits after, but just like general tips. Make sure the kids have had a nap. Book the session around their nap time when they're rested and happy. Feed them before because I've had them show up and they're like begging for snacks and they're starving. And if we have to take 10 minutes for you to give them a snack, that's 10 minutes of my time that you're paying for that you are not getting photos of.
No,
So
exactly.
feed them. Maybe feed them before you get them dressed so they don't have food all over.
Oh, yeah. You
Yeah.
know what? Maybe bring like a second outfit option for smaller
Yes.
kids because anything can happen from when you leave the door to
Mhm.
getting to the session
Yeah.
in the car, right? So,
Or putting them in a shirt and then changing when you get there or something.
yeah, smart.
Also, bringing a little kit with like wipes because every kid in the fall has a snotty nose. Every single kid.
Oh my God.
Bringing some wipes,
Yeah.
bringing a little treat for after. You can like tell them after we're done, you get this treat, which is a little incentive, um, or before or whatever. But don't make that treat chocolate because I've seen that happen.
Oh God.
And chocolate
I didn't
is
think of that.
so messy.
So true.
Yeah. Yeah. Some other tips I think are like we said, if you're stressed, the kids are going to be stressed.
Oh, that's a really
So
good tip.
just chill.
Just
Just
have
chill.
fun.
Yeah. And talk to the kids about it. Maybe
Mhm.
starting like a week out, like, hey, next week we're going to go see Sophia and she's going to take our picture. Remember, we did it last year. So fun. Talking about it so that they're prepared and they can kind of wrap their little minds around it. And you can talk us up beforehand so they're not nervous.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a really good idea.
I think also picking a location that is going to make sense with what you want to hang on your wall.
Yeah.
So if you hate bright green and flowers, then maybe don't book it in the garden in the summer. Yeah, kind of something that like makes sense for your family. If you have a favorite spot you guys always go for a walk, that's a perfect location.
Yeah, I love that. Have you ever had like a really interesting location?
I've done a few in the city, like downtown and stuff, which is kind of not where I usually do family photos, but it was super fun because there's lots of interesting shapes and things to look at, and the kids are like, it's something new for them, so they're into it and excited.
You know what I think would be so cute is a family session at a park,
Mm.
like a playground.
Oh yeah,
Like
I
them.
just saw someone
Oh,
that did
really?
that the other day. One of
'Cause
our buddies.
like then the kids are
Yeah.
literally having a blast.
Kids like literally die for a park.
And
It's
what
their
we
dream.
what you do is just step off to the side, find a nice bush, find like a shaded area, get that photo of everyone looking,
Mhm.
and then be like, okay, guys, go wreak
Yeah.
havoc, like go have the best time of your lives. And I think that's like such a cute idea.
Yeah, I think there's this idea of family photos. I don't know where it kind of started, but that they have to be outside in like a field or whatever. And they don't need to be. You can just do an activity. Like I've done one where we went and got ice cream.
Oh, I love the
And
ice
yeah, it
cream
was
idea.
so messy. The kids were a complete disaster, but they were so
love that,
cute.
though.
Who isn't happy eating ice cream?
No, yeah, I'm always happy to eat it.
Yeah. Or at home, I've done like kids, they're like baking cookies together.
Oh, that's such a cute idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like, I feel like mini sessions are those cookie cutter kind of smiling at the camera Christmas card type of deal. But if you have the opportunity and want like a fun, like maybe you guys really all got into, I don't know, some
I'm dying to go what
crazy-
you're gonna say. What?
I was gonna say like race car driving or something. No. Maybe I don't know, the family has a need for speed. I don't know. I never come up with anything.
A family game night. How cute would that
Right?
be?
That
Or
would be
like with
so cute.
little
Or
kids
some
being
pizza.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah, that'd be
so
so fun.
if you guys are like finding that, you know, you're really like loving the fact that you have this tradition, or like every week it's Taco Tuesday or something at home.
Invite
I
us
don't know
over,
why
'cause we love tacos.
we love tacos. I don't know where the race car driver
I don't know if
habit.
that's a
But
safe
anyway,
activity.
Yeah,
but
maybe not.
Sophia doesn't have kids, guys. Give her a break.
My brain is yeah. My brain is operating off 1% right now. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. But yeah, capturing that. I think
Mhm.
that's really special and really cute. And this is the thing though, too. Us as photographers, we kind of need to be better at you know, showing that as options, right? Like maybe that's not the first thing that comes up on
Yeah.
Pinterest when they look up family inspo, right? Like it's about getting our ideas out there too. So we have so many ideas, not enough time.
Okay, the biggest question I get asked, and that as someone who's booked family photos, the biggest kind of like stressor is what the fuck do we wear?
That's a huge one.
Mhm.
Yes. Well, do you have any things that you send your clients to help
I
out
do.
with that?
I have a
Cool.
Pinterest board of outfit ideas
Mhm.
and some things I always say not to wear
Mhm.
are like anything athletic wear, like
Mhm.
sneakers, any like athletic shirts with nothing with a logo on it.
Yeah, no branded, nothing branded.
Yeah.
It just really dates.
No neon.
Yep.
Um,
And
if
why would we not do neon, Lisa?
well, because it's not 1984.
It also casts its most horrible color onto anything that's near it.
Yeah.
So
That's something really to think about. Whatever you're wearing is going to be reflected onto you. I usually say no bright white either, like that really blue white, because it does weird things with the light and it kind of makes other colors look muddy. So neutrals, if you're into that. If you're a family that's like doing a fun session at the park, then maybe you could go a bit more like colorful. But actually, Kara, our good friend, is a family photographer. She does amazing work. And I remember a long time ago her saying, wear something that's going to be the colors of your home because you're going to want to hang the photos on your wall.
That's
So,
really smart.
yeah.
I love that
Yeah.
little tip. I would also say no distracting patterns, because some of these shirts like show up really weird.
They're really distorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nothing too busy. Like, I mean, if you love a busy pattern, go for it. And if it really speaks and is true to you, that's what it's all about. But definitely to like keep these photos timeless and just like really classic. Like,
Also, nothing can upset the vibes more than a kid who has like tight pants on or an itchy sweater or whatever. So something that is comfortable
yes.
for everyone that the kids are going to be able to run around in. Same as the mom. Like if we're going out into the field, probably don't bring your heels.
Oh yeah. Comfortable shoes.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I feel like we get, I don't know about you, but I get like a handful that include the shoes. Otherwise, I'm like pretty like close in there. I'm trying to get like expressions and faces at most. So
And if it's in the summer, just wear bare feet. Like, don't stress. Just,
yeah,
let the kids run around.
I love that.
Yeah. You know what I love is when the whole family is like coordinated and matching and looking amazing. And then dad rocks up and dad's in like a golf
Oh
in his runner. I've had a few of those lately and I'm like, did no one pick out dad's outfit? Like he needed some guidance here.
No, he maybe didn't want any help.
Well, he needed it.
You know what I love capturing actually is texture in photos.
Yeah.
So like anything that's like a waffle or like
Or
a
like corduroy.
knit. Yeah, it just photographs so beautifully. It like adds depth to the image. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's so nice.
If someone has chosen an outfit they don't like, and then they get their photos back and they don't like it, is that our fault?
Ding ding ding. No, that's not our fault. Do you ever let people change outfits?
If they're really dying to, but it kind of for a family shoot, it definitely like disrupts the flow and cuts. Like if you book me for a family session, you get about an hour. So if you're doing an outfit change in there, then it's cutting into 10 minutes of your time. So I just don't think you need to. But
I was gonna say that like same thing for families. Like stick with one cohesive outfit and plus it like it'll show up better entirely like as a story, right? Like you don't want this like weird cut where it's like a different outfit. Like and for engagement sessions, I tell people to do 2 outfits because you can do a casual and a dressy outfit. But it's so different working with 2 people rather than a bunch of kids, right?
yeah, kids hate getting dressed.
Yeah. And where are you going to do this if you're out in a field? Like,
I don't know.
yeah. Bad news. So
I think stick to one good
stick with
outfit
one.
with an
Have
emergency
backups.
backup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best plan.
Yeah.
And what about all matching white shirts, jeans on the bottom?
We're going to talk about this in I Do or Boo.
Right.
Somewhere on Pinterest, someone said this was a good idea.
Yeah.
It's not. Let everyone show their little style of it.
Yeah.
I mean, those just read like very cheesy.
Yeah. What era is that? Like the 2000s?
The
right?
90s, maybe?
Yeah.
Like, I definitely had a family session for my family where we all wore like matching denim.
Oh,
And it
wow.
was so trendy.
So good. But at least you can look back and be like, I know what year that was.
Yeah, that poor photographer.
Yeah. Any other tips and tricks?
I think just making sure everyone's fed, napped, happy, in comfy outfits, warm, like those fall, towards the end of fall when kids' little fingers get cold and stuff and their noses, then they hate their lives.
Dress for the weather. I mean, if you're getting fall photos, put a cute sweater on them. This is where I don't understand, right?
Yeah.
I'm seeing all these like summery fits in like almost winter time.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on here?
And vice versa. Like September is still hot. And I've had a video where the kids are all in their little fall fits and their sweaters and they're like dying. Like, Mom, I'm hot. Because it's still hot out.
September is still considered summer. You have like
dress for the weather. That's
dress for the weather. What if it's like raining and stuff? Do you usually
I keep track pretty closely of the weather on a day of family sessions. And if it's going to be really raining or something, I'll do my best to reschedule. But this is the problem with fall in Alberta is you don't know. That could be like the last nice day. Also, we're super busy.
Yeah,
this year there was a few days where I was like, if we have to reschedule, it's going to be till like February.
Oh my god.
Because I have no date. So yeah, I think we'll try our hardest to do it unless the weather's going to be absolutely terrible and then we'll reschedule.
What are your thoughts on it's related to family photos, okay?
Mhm.
So, um, what are your thoughts on, like, 1-year-old birthday sessions?
Boo. I think this, like, cake smash and all that is
Mhm.
kind of a trend that is gone.
Okay.
Um, but I think it doesn't need to be, like, a theme or anything. You could just document them at whatever
At
age you want.
their birthday. I feel like if you're going to or you've thought about doing a 1-year-old session, maybe hire the photographer for an hour to cover the event
Mm,
instead,
mhm.
because then you have, like, a bunch of people around
That's true.
the baby
It's more
and
candid.
they're opening presents, and
Mhm.
it's just more about the event and them.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, I think that's a cute idea
I
or
think I'm
cute idea.
traumatized because I did one of those. I think we talked about it on here. It was like didn't work out very well. They made some like poor outfit choices that really
Mm.
affected the
Oh,
color of their
yeah.
photos. And I'm still
Oh,
like
traumatized.
I got like a full body shiver.
No.
I actually think that's something to note is like there is an awkward age of babies
Oh.
where it's like weird to do family session because they can't sit up.
This is actually a really good topic,
Yeah.
is, like, how old
Mhm.
like, and you're more versed. I haven't had kids, so I have no idea. They, like, show up and I'm like, is
Like
this
5?
can they sit? Like, I don't know. So,
I think if it's hard if they can't sit
yeah.
because someone always has to be holding them. It's tough to get any photos of just them on their own. I mean, I do a lot of newborn sessions, so there's kind of
Yeah.
like the newborn and then the like once they're a
Exactly.
little bit older.
Yeah, so newborn, when do you typically do newborn photos?
Anytime I say like once you're feeling the
Healthy
capacity to
it.
have me over.
Yeah.
I don't do like a baby in a basket.
No.
Don't even get me started on that.
They're more lifestyle, that's for
They're
sure.
definitely lifestyle.
But I feel like there is this, at least I heard this, I don't really know, but, that babies from, like, I think 7 days to 15 days is, like, they're really malleable, they're really tired, they're really sleepy, and then after that, they start to get, like, baby acne or, like, a little bit more
Mhm.
skin rashes or something. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know. I
they
haven't.
definitely do. I don't know how many days. I was
Okay.
blacked out when that
Okay.
happened.
Yeah, so I don't know. So maybe, your photographer will
Yeah.
suggest, but, like, I usually suggest that timeline because that's what I've heard, and I'm like, "Okay, well, I
They're just
don't
out
want
here throwing
less
numbers.
less editing for the
Yeah, it's
photographer
true.
to
Baby
edit
skin
out."
can be tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's something to consider, but yeah, so newborn and then wait maybe till they're, like, 6
Years old.
months or to a year for the first, like,
Yeah, I think a
family
lot of them
photos.
probably aren't even sitting up at 6 months. I
Oh,
don't know.
really? Oh
Yeah.
my god. I
Whenever you think
They're ready.
they're ready, yeah.
Yeah. I think when they're walking and running around is the
Yeah, it's really
best, so
cute.
maybe, like, then.
Yeah, when kids get there's, like, the baby that can't
Mhm,
sit up, which can be
mhm.
challenging, and then there's also once kids are, like, my kids' age a little bit,
Mm.
like
How old?
10 Sage is 10, and I feel like they are just all my little tips that work with, like, toddlers and younger kids
Mm.
do not work anymore because 'cause they're too
Oh.
cool. They're not gonna, like,
Yeah.
hug their sibling or hold their hand or whatever,
Oh.
so I think also choosing a photographer that is comfortable with kids, that, like,
Mhm,
can interact with them and kinda roll with the kid's, like, mood is
mm.
gonna be helpful too.
Maybe from, like, 10 years older, 10 years to older, they are more inclined to do more of the activity stuff, like,
Mhm.
so the
Yeah.
ice cream or, like, maybe you're really cool, family and you wanna just play basketball with
Yeah.
the kids, that'd be
Something that
sweet.
they like to do. I've seen, like, a cute one at, like, a skate park.
Case,
Yeah.
awesome, yeah.
Yeah. An activity's good because
Cool.
an older kid is not gonna be like, "Okay, hug your mom." Like, yeah, they'll do
Yeah,
it, but they're not gonna be thrilled.
yeah. So, just, like, understanding your kids
Mhm.
and being true to, like
Yeah, their personality.
yeah.
Who else sometimes is not happy in their family session?
The parents.
One in particular?
You love to call people out, Lise.
It's an observation I've made.
Okay.
Dads are not as enthusiastic about the family photos.
Some dads.
Some dads.
And it's like pulling teeth. But honestly, it's like we're already trying to get the kids to like have a good time.
Mhm.
You're the last person that we
And
should
there's
be
a
worried
grumpy
about.
dad in the
Yeah,
corner.
worst.
Yeah.
Worst.
So I think I feel like we have like one dad that listens to this. Maybe. I think just having that conversation with your partner and being like, listen, this is an hour and I really want this. It's really important to me. The kids are going to love these photos one day and please don't be a grump in the corner.
Yeah. I think there are dads out there that really see the value and are like such good sports and stuff, but it is sad to see that some of the parents aren't so much of
Mm-hmm.
like into the photos, which like we said at the very beginning of this episode, these are going to be passed down. Like people are going to look at these and really cherish them in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So just need to
Dad,
keep that in mind.
suck it up.
Yeah. Should we play I Do or Boo?
Yeah, we should.
Okay.
Do you have any other? Oh, wait. I want to know if you've ever had something like crazy happen during a family session.
Honestly, if nothing crazy happens, I'm worried. A couple things. Like, I mean, kids have been no major like injuries or anything. I'm trying to think.
Didn't you have a moose? Did this happen?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I
Okay,
remember seeing
actually, I
these.
will tell this quick one. So we had the kids sitting in the pathway.
Yeah.
We're in Griffiths Woods. It's on the edge of town here, if you're not familiar. Um, it's pretty wooded area. All of a sudden, a huge freaking moose starts coming out towards the children. Like no second was like the parents just scooped up the kids really quick, thank goodness. And you know, the dads actually end up being like they were hunters or whatever.
They were stoked.
They were stoked that they saw this moose and they were like, "Oh, that's sweet." Like, like but so everything was under control, but you don't know what's out there.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. I've also had a person fall into a frozen little it was very shallow, but she soaked her entire shoe and leg and it was like minus 30. It was crazy. We just ran back to the car, but like you really do, like I also don't be doing your photos in minus 30. That is a terrible decision.
Yeah.
Find a studio.
That's true.
Do you have any crazy stories?
So many that it's hard to think of one. But I did a session last fall. This was fully on me. There's this spot I love that is also an off-leash dog park, but it's like has really nice trees and cool like long grass, and I was using that spot a lot. And we were like doing the photos, and then the mom kept being like, "Do you guys smell something? What is that smell?" And then we looked down, and one of the kids had stepped in like a fresh dog poo on his shoe, and she had since picked him up, and they were like playing around. So she had dog poop everywhere. So did he. Thankfully, they had like wipes in the car. We were able to clean them up, but I could just tell she was so annoyed, and I was like, "Yeah, that's my bad."
But also not your bad because you can't control other people.
I don't go there anymore. Also, clean up after your dog, you
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, truly anything can happen during a family shoot, and that's kind of what I love about it, is that it's unpredictable and hilarious stuff happens.
You know what? Actually, one quick one before this is like this didn't happen at the session, but mom was about to pop. Her due date was in like 2 or 3 weeks. We snuck in some family photos of her husband and their littlest, and um we were lucky that we made it because later that night she went into labor.
So you basically the stress from the photo shoot.
I wonder. I'm like, oh my god.
Well,
So
good timing.
I know. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, we snuck
Actually,
in.
we'll talk about maternity photos another time, but we both
Mhm.
do maternity photos as well.
Yeah.
I always say to book them for 30 weeks because you're like fully showing by them, but you're still comfortable. You can fit in your like cute little pregnancy fits. I feel like the later people leave it, they're swollen, they're
Yeah.
puffy, they hate
And
their
you do
life.
not want to. You could have your baby.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
like
If they
you
would
could
have
not
done it one
even
day
get
later.
them.
Yeah, so 30 weeks, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about maternity another time.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Let's play our
hopefully
Do
this
or
was
Boo.
helpful. Yeah. Let's play I Do or Boo. We have some more topics in there. Controversial ones, I think. Okay, we kind of already talked about this, but
Should I ask you the first 3?
no, I'm going first.
Okay. All right.
Matching outfits.
Boo. Instead of matching, what's the word?
Coordinating.
Coordinating outfits.
Complementary.
Complementary outfits. Complementary colors. Love, but matching, absolute boo.
Yeah, boo for me too. Winter family sessions.
Boo. Unless you're inside.
Yes.
Because torturing these families out in the cold, absolutely not.
No one's going to be happy.
No.
And if you're not happy in your photos, it shows.
It shows.
Bringing your dog.
Oh, I do, but also boo because yes, a part of the family, love dogs, love pets, bring them, but depending on the dog, you are gonna have to handle like with kids, with the dog, like so much to handle. Big tip if you are bringing your fur babies to your family session, bring a wrangler. So an extra pair of hands that aren't part of the family, they can hold on to the dog, have the treats, have everything. So we're not trying to like juggle.
Or if it's not too hot, just doing a few with the dog and then they can wait in the car until we're done.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a company, maybe we should give them a little shout out. I've actually worked with them at weddings.
Yes.
And they're called Suns Out, Paws Out, YYC. And they will come to your wedding with your dog. Like they'll go to your house, get the dog, clean it up, bring it to the wedding for some photos, and then take it home.
And
I'm sure they would do that for family
Oh
photos
yeah,
too.
for sure.
Yeah.
Such a good shout out.
Okay. Your turn.
Great. Let's see. Bribing your kids.
Absolute I do. Promise them whatever you have to. Like, guys, if you just keep it together and be good, you can get a treat after. I'll pay you $1,000, whatever.
We're not gonna think any less of you by bribing your kids because it needs to happen sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
But just not chocolate, like I said.
Yeah. Well,
At the end.
most commonly I hear we'll go get ice cream after this. So yeah. What about mini sessions?
Boo. We kind of talked about why already, but I love to get to know families, get those candid moments, real like lifestyle stuff. So in 15 or 20 minutes, you just don't have time to do that.
You do not have time.
Although circling back, you can hire us both to shoot your
Christmas
mini session.
Mini sessions.
Only at Christmas.
Even though we offer something, it doesn't mean we need to like it.
That's true. That's true.
No, we love them. Okay. Props.
Boo. I think keeping it simple, keeping it just the kids, they're not like distracted. They don't need a prop. You can be their prop, play with them, pick them up, make them laugh, tickle them, run around, whatever. Toys. No one wants a toy in the photo. Same with like a snack container. I've had so many
no snack containers.
soothers,
But
teddy bear, leave that crap at home.
I'm gonna go against you actually.
Really?
Because I think a teddy bear blanket is the cutest freaking thing ever. And if that's what is gonna make the kid happy, let them have it. And like they're gonna look back at that photo and be like, oh my god, I would not give up that like Mr. Wiggles. Like I couldn't give up Mr. Wiggles. So like I don't know. Like I think.
But do you want to hang, as a parent, do you want to hang that on your wall? Some gross blanket. No, you don't.
I guess I'll know when
I'm the photographer that's like, okay, I love it. I'm going to hold him. Like taking that away. I think bring it, but leave it in the car. I mean, if
Yeah.
they're going to be crying, fine, but that's not going to be a framer, probably.
No. But, and so props, boo, because you don't need to bring anything extra
No, you
to
don't.
like whatever. But I do for little things that are going
An
to make them
emotional support.
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But really, I'm passionate about the snack container thing. Feed them before
Tell
and
them.
then leave it in the car. Because if it's there, they're crying the whole time they want their
Yeah.
snack. And then you have some neon Tupperware thing in every photo. And I'm not editing that out.
No. Actually, I just sent a family session where the kid, we took a little break. He was snacking on these little green, I don't even know what they were. And then dad holds him and he is wailing. As soon as we take it out, he has green on his name. And I sent that photo because it's so cute. Like, I think it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, of course, it's not the framed photo, but
Yeah.
I think I like to send the crying. Like,
Oh, yeah.
one because
Yeah.
it's like real life.
Yeah, it is cute.
That's what, like, somehow we came up with 60 beautiful photos, but this one has to be in there. It's like a
Has to
little
be.
Easter egg.
I'm sure they'll love it, even though he's crying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like we said, feed them before, and then you don't have to take a break and waste time.
Oh, one other tip before we close out. If you are a married couple and you are starting your family, a lot of I find this a lot actually. Some of my clients don't actually know I do family photos. They think I just do wedding photography. But maybe if you're starting and you're wanting to get your first family photo shoot in, ask your wedding photographer if you really jived with them and really loved them. More often than not, they would do it for you.
Yeah, I think most of us do. If not, they know someone amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I do not advertise that I do family photos.
You should.
No. I only do my clients that I've gotten to know. Except
Well,
for
don't
mini
call
sessions,
Sophia
it's
then. Call
open.
me.
Yeah. Call Lisa. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool too to have the same style. And like we said, getting to know your photographer that will then capture like your whole life story is pretty awesome.
Looks cohesive too.
Yeah.
when
And
you-
we feel so lucky
Oh yeah.
that you loved your photos enough to hire us again.
It means a lot to
It
us.
really does.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Make sure to download, like, share, save, all of the above. If you're not following us on Instagram yet, go to the NFF podcast and go give us a follow.
Yes, we will talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening and following along. It would mean the world to us if you could subscribe and leave a rating and a review. 5 stars only.
We come out with new episodes every second Thursday. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at the NFF Podcast and on YouTube at No Fucking Filter Podcast.
We would love to hear from you if you have any episode ideas or any crazy stories to tell.
We are always accepting new sponsorships, or if you'd like to be featured on the podcast, feel free to reach out. Bye.